Join the 28-hour SQL Server Masterclass on the Udemy platform for only $15 instead of $89. Learn how to become a future developer or either a future DBA or performance expert on SQL Server with 150 exercises. The link to the promotion is in the video description. Okay? Want to get started on SQL Server? Then join me. Structure of a non-clustered index. So far we have dealt with the case of a clustered index. We have seen that the data sheets are the main component of the table. The table corresponds completely to the clustered index. Okay, it's ordered according to this index. Here we will talk about the non-clustered index. So let's now talk about the non-clustered index. You can create several non-clustered index. Okay, just like the clustered index, we can only create one. Okay, their particularity, is that their sheets point ever to either clustered clean, okay, if any, or on the data itself. Is there no clustered data? Okay, so remember, non-cluster on a heap. If there is not a clustered index on your table, we tell that your table is a heap. Okay? Okay, use Star Wars database and create a table Marvel. Okay? With many columns, and we gonna insert just 3 rows into this new table. Okay? Let's create a non-cluster index. You can see that it's the same syntax of the clustered index. You have just to add the non-cluster just before cluster word. Okay, it's simple. Let's create this index and let's run the DBCC in to check our page. So there are 2 pages. One with the type 10, page type 10, and one with the page type 2. So we are going to see the difference between what's inside the Dark page, the page in the table Dark that has a clustered index, and the table Marvel without a clustered index. Okay, we are going to see that there is a difference. Let's run the 2 DBCC in. So we're gonna see there is a difference. So for the non-clustered index, we have 2 page type 10 and 2, and there is an index level for the clustered index. Okay, there is a level 1 index, so there is a root node. On the other hand, at the level of the non-clustered index, there are no root nodes. Okay, no one in the index level. Okay, it's not ordered like a clustered index. For now, since it's a small table, there is just 2 pages. Okay, so let's take a closer look at this page, the page 2. Okay, we're going to do a DBCC page with the name of the database, and let's take this page. Okay, so it's 1776. So let's take a look in this page. Okay, I enter this value here. Let's run the DBCC page, and here we see that it's ordered according to its non-cluster index. It's ordered according to the columns we indexed. Okay, we index the name column and the first name column. Okay, and here this is something that it's important to know. Since there are no cluster index key, we don't see here. Okay, we will see later that when we create a cluster 1 index with the non-cluster indexes, the key of the cluster index is reflected on each page of data. So it's arranged that way. A row ID, which is unique, that only one way to arrange it. Okay, so here we have Batman, Hulk, and Superman. On the other hand, if I recreate just an index on one column, so I'm gonna to redrop the index, and I'm gonna to create a non-cluster index on one column, just on the name column. Okay, I remove the first name column into my non-cluster index. So let's run again the DBCC page and see that only the name column is now indexed. Okay, so here we see inside the table that had a non-cluster index without the cluster 1 index. Okay, so let's go for the next demonstration.